Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of days ago you heard from Mr Smith, our head of school, and it's now my honour to address you in our first school assembly in this new virtual format. Before we go any further, please do two things for me. First, and I've always wanted to say this, make sure you click subscribe and the bell below so that you receive notifications of when new content is available. It's really important that we continue to come together as a Guildford County School family, and whilst we may not be able to do that physically at the moment, we can certainly do it in other ways. So like, subscribe and click the bell below. Second, gather anyone in your household around your screen right now. They are part of our Guildford County School family, and this YouTube channel is one of the ways they can stay up to date with what is happening over these admittedly very different but hopefully also exciting few weeks as we explore new ways of learning. So click, pause and gather people around, please. So, with a hopefully expanded audience again, a warm welcome to our assembly. In the last week, when we were all together physically, I had the pleasure of speaking to all of years 7, 8, 9 and 10 about optimism, and how, whilst we might be living through strange times, and strange times that will naturally cause us to worry, that there are ways we can maintain our sense of purpose and help our minds find a more restful and positive place. Today, I'd like to revisit one of the themes from those assemblies, the importance of maintaining a routine. Now, my routine has been vastly different in the last week or so. Events have moved quickly and we've all had to adapt. In some ways this is exciting, responding to the needs of our school community as they have arisen. But it has also been unsettling. As humans, we thrive on routines. It's part of our DNA. It's a way of imposing order on what can sometimes feel like a chaotic world. By having a clear routine, we give ourselves a set of rails that we can roll down, a sense of direction and purpose. Routines reduce stress because they allow us to narrow the sometimes dizzying range of choices we have. I'll give you an example. Sometimes during the school year, I feel worn out. I'm working long hours, packing in outside of school, things with my family, deadlines are looming. I sometimes think to myself, wouldn't it be lovely to wake up one day with nothing to do? I could just lie in bed, read, drink coffee. I would love that, wouldn't I? Well, the thing is, I don't. Very occasionally I'll get a day at the end of term when we have broken up, but my boys are still at their school and my wife is working. Brilliant, I think. I can have that lazy day I've always dreamed of. But what happens? Well, by about 10 o'clock in the morning, I feel listless, strangely anxious, a little miserable. The day goes on, nothing gets done, and I'm soon longing for the busyness of normal life. I've come to understand that these feelings are because my routine has gone, and instead of having the clear rails that the routine of school gave me, I instead feel like a lost soul in the desert, with a vast expanse of nothingness in all directions. I could go anywhere, but every direction just looks a bit scary. You might have your doubts about what I'm saying. Perhaps you like to be unshackled from the daily routine of school. Perhaps you like the lack of structure. Well, maybe you're different from me. But be honest with yourself. Is there something strangely comforting about the routine of getting up at the same time each morning, having breakfast, putting on your uniform, as I have put mine on today, and coming into school? I think there is. The problem now, of course, is that we are all without that routine. So my advice to you is this. Each evening, spend a few minutes planning a routine for the next day. I did this last night and want to share it with you. Now today is a bit different for me. My wife works for the NHS on most days, but she is at home today. This means we've switched roles a little and she is focusing on the boys. So I can work during the day, when up to now I've been doing things in the morning and evenings. Let me share with you the schedule I wrote out for myself last night. Here it is, no expense spared. Now, I don't want to scare people by the 4:45 wake up. I don't expect everybody to do that, but that is part of my routine. I've worked out over the years, it's how I work best. And I've got time slotted in when I'm going to be doing things. For example, I'm meeting Mr Smith and Mrs Bosco Reed later over Zoom, and at 3 o'clock, on the advice of Miss Leeworthy, I'm getting involved in some yoga with Adrienne, which I'm trying to do to keep myself fit and healthy over these coming weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know more about why a routine is important, I heartily recommend you watch Admiral McCraven's YouTube video. It's called something like Changing the World by Making Your Bed. He talks about the satisfaction that comes from task completion, and his advice about routines is really sound, I believe. What is important for you to do, though, is to establish your routine. And parents and carers watching this, please help out where you can. Set an alarm on your phone to remind you to spend 10 minutes each evening working out the next day's schedule. You won't always be able to stick to it. Things will come up, but just having it there will make you feel hopeful for the next day, and you'll therefore be much more likely to make that day productive. Thank you folks for listening, and with much love, goodbye for now.